Hello, Capricorn. This is your tarot reading for the dates of April 1st to the 15th. Welcome back, all subscribers. Hello, viewers. Hey, this is the time I get to say thank you so much for tuning in. Such a joy to do something that gives me so much fulfillment. Let's venture on. You lovely Capricorns. You have pulled the Five of Wands card, crossed by the King of Swords, reversed. Five of Wands card. This could talk of all things virility, sowing your wild oats. It could be those who feel like getting outdoors because the weather's so nice and going on a hike or just moving around, bicycling, getting out there, smelling the fresh air, but being physically active. Again, sowing your wild oats. You're crossed by the King of Swords and it's reversed. So that card there speaks, normally if it's on its upright position, this is a person that might be a little bit blunt, but he's a king, so he's mature. With it in its opposite, this means that it's not a very, it could point to somebody who's not, it's kind of like being exploited, some exploited energy there. And enough said. With the Sun card reversed, the Sun card is so positive, and even it's in a reverse position, it still speaks or hints at success. However, in the meantime, it's going to be delayed. And it could be delayed just because Mercury retrograde that's that energy where there's unfinished business that needs to be cleared away before the new can come in. So these cards are talking about a balance in the now. So it could be a balance of appetites or just approaching your work, job, or living situation with, it's just a balance, just being neutral to things that are happening right now. That's going to serve you well. With the Four of Coins in the past relevant to the situation. So it's like, don't take things personally. Don't be quick to jump into the fray of things or make quick, sudden decisions. With the Four of Coins here in the past relevant to the situation, this is talking about holding too tightly or maybe too loosely to your budget. So again, with the Temperance card, you want to have a balance in all things. So, go ahead and spend some money. We're still kind of in the holiday vibration, so we're still, admittedly, because we just had daylight savings time here in the Western Hemisphere, people are just so biting at the bit to get outdoors and enjoy the sunshine. And of all people, I think that's a real big healing, is to get outside and smell the air and, people watch and get into the flow of things. And with the Ace of Swords in the near future, this is, on the surface, something looked negative, but what appears to be negative is actually going to turn into a positive in your favor. So something, maybe some kind of tragedy, but then things are going to open up because of a tragedy. The Ten of Coins here. This talks about family, home life. It talks about maybe the generations living under the same roof, or it can even talk about responsibility, because you have a responsibility not to yourself but to your family, if you're in a family business, or that there's joy here associated with having this accumulation of wealth, the ability to share with your generations, the grandparents, the great grandparents, and so on and so forth. So it's a really positive card, and this is your strength in the situation. With the Eight of card here, this too can talk about sowing your wild oats, virility, which is funny. Not funny, but I think that it's interesting that it's showing up. But wouldn't it be showing up with people's minds on spring, spring in your step. The Strength card also talks about being strong because you have learned to be disciplined when necessary, and it's different kinds of strength. It's like taking pride in having strength or facing your fears. So it's a wonderful card to see. At the same time, you know that there might be some challenges where you're going to have to um, just remain neutral and not confrontational. With the Wheel card showing up in your hopes or fears position, this could be buying a new car. It could be Lady Luck shining on you, so it bodes well if you like to throw your hat into the ring. And it is an excellent time for new enterprises. This is your hopes or fears position. However, I'm not saying right now, this is your hopes or fears, but it is an excellent card. So Lady Luck shines on you. And again, news of delayed success with the Sun card reverse. The Seven of Wands here in your outcome position. This is you having to stick up for yourself. Maybe having to be disciplined and fighting any internal debates that are happening inside your noggin here about where best to put your energy, especially when spring's knocking on your door and you're thinking, wow, it'd be fun just to have a party. So let's have the Supreme Being chime in, give us a little bit additional information in regards to these first 2 weeks of April, the 1st to the 15th. So the Supreme Being's going, the good news is he's breaking it down. He says, Capricorn, you're very strong people, but you have to remember that some of that strength can be misinterpreted. So it could be it's like he's saying the beauty of diplomacy. So instead of yes, so he's just saying from a standpoint of counseling people to remain neutral, and kind of letting them use you as a sounding board, and then after they get done talking, then you diplomatically get them to again repeat the finer points without putting your energy in the mix. So it's kind of a strength by just doing nothing kind of picture, but you're really not doing nothing. You're just kind of guiding people to their truth. Yes, and sometimes people need to know that they already have their own answers. And we, as counselors or teachers, we guide them to seek out their answers. So, like Plato did, Plato would teach by asking questions. So, what do you think about that? And then he wouldn't insert the opinion; he just let people go peruse how they felt about a certain topic. So I hope that's been helpful, Capricorn. Until next time, I'm wishing you so much light and love. Bye bye for now.